August was my birthday month. So did I turn an year older and year wiser to pass up on some bottles and be patient? Or did I go crazy, let my FOMO just, take over and buy a bunch of bottles? Well, you're gonna find out. Also, I'm gonna let you know the battles I passed up on and the bottles I missed on, and of course, where and how much. All right, let's get right to it. Oh yeah. Welcome to WhiskBank. My name is David, and let's get straight to the bottles. So first, the bottles I passed up on, because again, maybe being a year older, maybe a little wiser. So first up, it's gonna be the Bomb Burgers and the Shanks bundles at Cypress Craft in Cypress, California. And it came with a regular Michter's bourbon or sour mash, with the Bomb Burgers bundle being $200 and the Shanks bundle being $190. Now, this was one of the first releases in Southern California that I saw. It popped up on their Instagram. I was really tempted. I was like, oh, I really want that Bomb Burgers, but I didn't want another combo or another bundle. I have enough of the regular Michter's, if be the sour mash or the bourbon, because there's other bundles I bought in the past. So I was like, you know what? I'll be patient. There's gonna be more stores. Hopefully they'll either have a cheaper bundle or they'll have just the bottle by itself. So pass. All right, the next bottle I passed up on is gonna be the Little Book Chapter 8, Path Not Taken, for $150 at Total Wine & More in Tustin. The reason I bring this up, again, maybe I should be a little more patient. I bought this last month at Pavilions for I think $165 or $68 plus tax. In here it's cheaper and it was right there. So I passed up on because I already have one, but maybe I should have been a little bit more patient and bought it this month. And the next bottle I passed up on, and I'm gonna be honest with you, I regret passing up on this. It ended up being a great price, at least for the bottle. You might not think it's a great price, period, but that's a whole nother argument. It's going to be the Wild Turkey Triumph, coming in at $220 at Total Wine & More in Tustin. For a 10-year rye, I was like, why would I pay $220? I got the old overhauled 10-year rye at $100. So I was like, I'm not gonna pay double the price for something that's the same age. But then I thought, the Parker's Heritage Rye was $250 MSRP, and obviously you don't see that for that price. The cheapest I ever saw it was $400. And after seeing all the great reviews and the Wild Turkey Master Series, I was like, you know what? Maybe I should get it. Obviously, by the time I changed my mind, it was already sold out. And then the regret was further compounded by the fact that Wild Turkey released through their site at Reserve Bar for $300. And obviously, a lot of other places sell it for $280, $290. So it's like, man, now there's no way I'm gonna buy it unless I find it at $220 again. And even then, I might not buy it, but still, oh man, I should have bought it. But you know what? Sometimes being patient and being wise creates regrets. So the next bottles I passed up on, they're related. So I'll just put it all together. It's gonna be the Remus Gatsby Reserve 15-year-old coming in at $250, and the Remus Repeal number 8 coming in at $120, both at Total Wine Concierge. Now this one, it's a pre-sale, so if I buy it, order it today, it's gonna come, they say fall of 2024, so before winter, I guess. But I passed up on it because I had a sample of the last year's Gatsby Reserve 15-year-old. It was good, but it wasn't anything special. It definitely wasn't worth $250 for me. And so I'm gonna see if I can get a pour or watch a lot of reviews to see if it's something I should consider. And for the Remus Repeal number 8, now this one's gonna be a little bit controversial because the price went up from 100 to 120. So I don't know if that's Total Wine that's doing it or Remus that's doing it. But either way, the price did go up, but they do have older whiskeys. So number 7 was 16, 10, and 9-year-olds, with the 16-year-old being about 6%. And then with the 8 having 17, 10, and 10-year-old bourbon blends, with the 17-year-old being 9%. And I believe it's actually majority high rye bourbon blend. So I guess the quality or the age did go up. I don't want to say slightly, it did go up. Maybe they picked better barrels. Either way, the price did increase. So hopefully it's warranted by the whiskey's quality going up. Because if it isn't, then it's gonna be a disaster because 7 and 6 even are still setting the shelves. So I hope it's like 5 and it's a delicious bottle, because for that, I'll probably pay that $120. And the last bottle I passed up on, this one is an easy pass because it's so expensive, but it is one of those, you know, rare or collectibles that, you know, it's kind of cool to have, but obviously I'm not going to pay a mortgage payment for it. It's going to be the Weller Millennium, coming in at $6,000 at high proof up in Fullerton. Now, you can say $6,000 is a lot, but I believe the MSRP is $7,500. So they're actually taking $1,500 off MSRP and selling it at $6,000. And so if you're in that market and if you have the funds, that's probably the best price you're going to see it. But obviously for me, I'm not a collector, I'm a drinker, and I don't know if there's anything in life that I'm going to consume that's worth $6,000. And so that was an easy pass for me. But maybe one of you guys, it's for you. Next, the bottles I missed on, because these are the bottles I actually would have purchased, but I missed it, which sucks. But life goes on. So the first bottle is going to be, or the bottles are going to be the Bombergers and the Shanks, coming in at $140, $130 in, where is it? Corked on Stearns in Long Beach. So they posted up on Instagram, boom, here it is. And I was like, this is it. This is the deal I've been waiting for. That's why I passed up on that Cypress deal. But then it's in Long Beach. It's like an hour away and it was during like traffic time. So it's like 2 hours away. So it's like, bro, and they don't even have, it was in-store only. So I couldn't even buy it online and go during the weekend when there's no traffic. So, you know what? Sometimes it's a nice deal, but it's just too damn far. So the next bottle I missed up on is also gonna be at Corked on Stearns in Long Beach. Again, too far. That's why I couldn't buy this, but I really wanted it. It's gonna be the Four Roses single barrel strength recipe OBSO Tier 5, coming in at 122.8 proof. It's one of my favorite recipes, and it's Tier 5, and it's over 120 proof. I can't believe it was $115. But I would pay the extra $15 for that, because usually what MSRP is $100. And so for a recipe I like, plus the high proof, plus the high tier. So it's like, I wanted it, but again, too far. An hour, hour and a half each way. You know what? I love whiskey, but I hate traffic. And that hate overtrumps it. So the next bottle I messed up on is actually going to be a bunch of bottles. It was an event. So Corked Buena Park, which I'm not even sure if they're related to the Corked on Stearns in Long Beach, but either way, they had their first anniversary event in August. And they had like Eagle Rare for $40, I believe Blanton's for $70, and Weller Antique 107 for $80, and a Stag for $100, which are great prices. I would have definitely bought the Weller 107 and the Stag, but I believe it started at like Sunday at 2 o'clock, and I didn't know how long the line was going to be. I didn't know how many bottles there were going to be, so I just couldn't go and wait and hope for a bottle or two. And so, you know, it's a Sunday. Gotta spend time with the wife, you know. Sometimes you gotta make the wife happy because, you know, she's like, you have plenty of whiskey. And she's right. So I passed up on, or I missed it in a sense. But either way, it would have been nice. It would have been fun to hang out with some people and go to the event. But you know what? Sometimes just gotta miss it because gotta hang out with family. So the next bottle I missed up on, this was a Labor Day weekend sale, and it was kind of cool because two stores were kind of going at it in a sense. So the bottle I missed up on was the Jack Daniel's single barrel proof rye for $40 at Cypress Craft up in Cypress, California. $40. What about 2 bottles? But it was just, I believe it was like a Saturday only or the weekend only. Cypress is kind of far. And the reason is, I believe High Proof in Fullerton had their Labor Day sale, and they had it, I believe they lowered the price to $49 on that Jack Daniel's Barrel Proof Rye. So I think a couple of minutes later, or a couple of hours later, Cypress crafted Hold My Beer. Boom, $40. We're like, oh, bro. And then we're hoping maybe there was another High Proof would match something else, but it didn't happen. So, but still, $40, that's a great deal. And I missed it because it's a little far. And now the last one I missed on, oh, this one's kind of frustrating. It feels like they do this on purpose. So they released this at 12:15 midnight. So basically 15 minutes after midnight. And it feels like they did this on purpose. So maybe they sent out an email to their VIPs saying, hey, this is gonna be released at this time. Because who releases something at 15 minutes after midnight? So it's gonna be the Maker's Mark Cellar Aged 2024 edition at K&L Wines at knlwine.com for $250. And again, they released it August 31st, 12:15 a.m. Oh, well, I mean, $250 is a lot. So would I have bought it? Most likely. But still, I didn't even have the opportunity. I just missed it because obviously by the time I woke up and I checked their website, it was already gone. So again, I'm very curious. And K&L does this all the time. They release it at like 12:15 a.m., 2 a.m., 3 a.m. sometimes. So it feels like I don't know if that's just what they do or if that's what they do for the VIPs. I have no idea. But either way, I missed it. And maybe it's for a good thing because again, $250, kind of pricey. If you're enjoying this content, please subscribe and push that like button. It really makes me feel great every time that like count goes up. And for my Patreon YouTube members, now on to the good news. The bottles I actually purchased. Whew, that's a lot of bottles I passed up on and missed on. So the first 2 bottles I purchased was to finish a set, I guess. And it's a good set. It's gonna be something I drink. But there are some reviews now that's hit and miss. So I don't know if it's a good decision or a bad decision. It's gonna be the Heaven Hill Grain to Glass Rye and the Wheated, both at Total Wine & More in Brea for $115. You know, I got the bourbon last month and I was like, oh my God, I should have got the Wheated. Well, I guess I was, lucky enough to now get both, or all 3 in this case. And so now that I have all 3, I'm gonna do a comparison for all 3, at least myself, hopefully on video, and see which one's the best. But is it a FOMO buy? Maybe. I mean, the reviews are hit and miss, right? Some people really like it, some people don't think it's worth the money, and actually there's some people who don't like it. So I really am curious. I really do want to do a review. Obviously, all my review videos are backed up, so I will catch up and do those very soon. So the next bottle, there was a lot of excitement in the beginning when it was announced, but it feels like after release, all the excitement disappeared and people kind of don't care for it anymore, which is odd because I'm actually really excited for it. It's gonna be the Knob Creek Bull Rye, coming in at 113 proof, and it was $42, and I got this at Total Wine in Tustin. I'm really excited for it. I love Bull Ryes. I love the Redwood Empire Lost Monarch, both the regular and the cask strength. I like making Bull Ryes. I like high rye bourbons, and so you know what? I'm excited, and coming at 113 proof, I was actually kind of pleasantly surprised. I thought it was going to be, closer to the 100 that they usually do. And so that's pretty cool, and $42. So, that's pretty good pricing, especially at this proof. And for the age, I believe it's a blend of 9-year straight Kentucky straight bourbon and 7-year Kentucky straight rye whiskeys. So that's pretty good proofs, or pretty good age and a proof for $42. So I hope this is really good because the price is excellent. So the next bottle, I missed on it. I passed up on it, and I couldn't pass up no more. It's gonna be the Baumburgers 2024, coming in at $170 up at high proof up in Fullerton. Maybe it would have been just best to take that Cypress deal, $100, $200 and you get the Michter's, but you know what? I didn't have to spend the extra, I guess, $30, and I don't have to get that bottle. So was it a win? Probably not, but I just couldn't pass up on it anymore. I really wanted it. I saw it come up. I knew it was going to sell out within minutes. So I had to make a quick decision. And when you make quick decisions, sometimes you make bad decisions. But, for me, it's a great decision because I'm excited. I really want to try it. I really like it. I really like the 2023 Baumburgers. And so, you know what? Sometimes just have to say, F it. I want it. I'm going to buy it. And that's what I did with this. So next bottle I got, when you join a lot of the Facebook groups, sometimes they say, hey, check your local blah, because it's a big drop. So here in Southern California, some of our grocery stores get big Buffalo Trace drops. It be Stater Brothers, it be Walmart, it be Ralph's, it be Vaughn's Pavilion, and Albertsons. And this time, the AVP or the Albertsons, Vaughn's, and Pavilions seemed like they got a big Buffalo Trace drop. So after I saw that Facebook post, I went straight to one of them, missed out, another one, missed out. The third one was the lucky charm. It's going to be Stag 24A. Got this for $81 in Pavilions in Elise Viejo. Again, this was my third one. I hit, I believe, a Albertsons and a Pavilions, and then this one was the next one that was further down. I said, you know what, might as well. And I was able to at least get the Stag. Now, from what I hear, they also had the Weller Foolproof Store Pick, and I missed on all of that. But at least I got the Stag, $81. Price went up. I think it was $67 or something a couple months ago, but you know what? I'm not gonna complain about $81, and I will gladly take a bottle or 5, but one, I'm good enough. So there you go. Stag 24A, yeah. And the last bottle I got, this one's really special because, as I mentioned in the beginning, it was my birthday month. So my wife went out of the way to get this for me. I mentioned to her a couple of bottles I really, really wanted. I don't know, like not to her for her birthday, but because I didn't even think she would even do anything or even make an effort to get whiskey for me, right? Because we talked about it that I buy so much whiskey, I don't want any birthday gifts. This is, you know, I buy plenty of stuff. I don't need to spend more money on something that I already have. So, you know, I mentioned to her like William Weller, Heaven Hill 17, Parker's Heritage Double Barrel, you know, stuff like that, you know, that's unicorn status that I can't find. So I didn't think she would be able to, you know, not only that I didn't think she would be able to find it, I didn't think she would even make the effort. But she got me this bottle, and it's special. It's gonna be the Heaven Hill Heritage Collection, aged 18 years. I'll move it a little bit this way. I don't know how much she bought it for, but I believe when I told her, I was like, don't pay more than $500 for this. And she's promised that she did not pay more than $500 for this. So I'm assuming she paid around there. And so is it more than MSRP? Yes. But, you know, maybe she did pay MSRP. I don't know. She's not telling me. So, but either way, even if she paid $500, that's awesome. The gift, the fact that she would take the time. I don't know who she called. She probably called one of my friends. She probably called some of the liquor stores. I don't know what she did, but she made the effort, took the time, did the research, and got this absolutely beautiful bottle for my birthday. I even told her, I was like, I have plenty. Don't get me anything. But it's so, you know what? Sometimes when you have a loving wife that supports what you do and supports, you know, by doing this, makes your life really, really special. So, you know what? I want to say, love you, my wife. I don't want to give her name because she absolutely hates it if I ever said her name on video. So I absolutely love you, and I absolutely appreciate this. So thank you so much. Let me know in the comments, what was your whiskey haul like in August? What did you guys pass on or miss on? Thank you so much. I'll see you guys next time.